Follow-up question on episode 283 when you're talking about news sources. I skim the front of Fox News and CNN to see what each side is all riled up about each day. But like the aggregation of Citizen Free Press to see what else is out there. If you know or follow CFP, do you read any other similar sites? No, CFP and Instapundit pretty much cover all the bases for the time that you're going to be able to devote to this. But if you think that Fox News is conservative, then you haven't been reading Citizen Free Press. Fox News will start off with a conservative take on an item, and then by the end of the story, they have flopped completely over to the Democrat talking points. Every fucking time. Now that may not apply to the shows like Hannity and that fucking idiot Hannity and the other people they have on as talk show hosts. Is Ingram still on Fox News?
I haven't watched Fox News, and
I haven't watched them. I haven't watched them at all.
I don't think anybody does.
Anybody
below probably 55 doesn't really watch Fox News anymore.
Probably not. I mean, my God, they've still got Hannity on. Can you not find somebody with a 3-digit IQ to run that fucking show?
Isn't he like the 4th most popular show?
I don't know. If that's the case, that tells you quite a bit about Fox's demographic. Because he's an idiot. He's a subliterate, smooth-brained idiot. I can't understand what the hell he's doing there. Every time I turn it over to Hannity on the radio as I'm coming in, because there's nothing else to listen to and I don't want to hear any music anymore, I hear him say something not just that doesn't make any sense, but that is stupid. That's something a stupid person would say. And I don't know, maybe some of you have the same opinion. Maybe you think I'm a traitor or something, but that's my opinion.
I think it's funny you think intelligence is required to be popular.
Now that is a shortcoming I have. You're right about that.
There's a pretty cool website, and you can find these guys on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. But it's called Ground News, and they'll take every headline that's currently out, and they will show you all of the reporting on that particular topic, and they will categorize by left leaning and right leaning or neutral, and they'll put a scale on it that shows bias in each one.
0 to 100.
Yeah, it's actually just a red and blue. It's a red and blue scale.
Oh, okay.
So it's
what's
pretty
it called?
Ground News.
Groundnews.com.
Yeah, so you can go there, look at an article, and they'll show you 40 different websites and feeds that have the same topic and show you all the different headlines.
Well, that's a useful.
Then you can see the difference in the way the headlines are written. It's pretty.
I'll go to groundnews.com when I get to the gym. It's
interesting stuff.
And look into that.
Other than that, don't fucking watch the news. Don't read the news.
The news is just
consume
propaganda.
That shit.
Every bit of it is propaganda. If all you look at is NBC News, you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea at all.
In fact, you know less about and I'm talking about any news anywhere. You know less about what's going on than what's actually going on, because it's just lies.
It's all
outright lies.
Every bit of it's a lie, and if you haven't figured that out by now, well, just keep watching it, okay? But it really is amazing to me that we're in a situation right now where this country is in a bad jam. We are in a jam. We have got the Democrat Party running these two blithering idiots as their candidates, where they can't answer a question from a friendly interview, right? And the opposition is arguably the most obnoxious man in North America. Although he's right about most things. Now, he's fucked some serious things up. But this is the system has given us these two choices. Now, how did we get there? And I'll tell you how we got there. The media brought us to this position. Right? And if you can't see that these two people, these two tickets, are far less than deeply flawed, far more than deeply flawed. These people are, this is not the way things ought to be. Now, it could be that this is the way it's been for a very long time. But this particular race showcases the difficulties with letting the national media decide for you what you're supposed to think.
Don't you think that's a cop-out, Rip? It's because nobody has demanded better.
Nobody has demanded
There's
better.
no media if people don't watch the media.
But now we're back to intelligence.
There's no media if
Now
people
we're
don't
back to
consume.
intelligence.
If people don't consume the bullshit, there's no media. So people don't.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But by the same token, 80% of the population of the United States wore the mask 4 years ago, even though it made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But they did it anyway. Now, why did they do that? There's two reasons.
Social pressure. 100%.
They're not very smart, and they bow to social pressure. They're not very smart, and they believe the media.
Oh, I think there's a lot of people who knew it was bullshit who did it because of social pressure. It's not an intelligence test.
Next time on Starting Strength Radio, we are going to do a paper Q&A, because we know that's one of your favorite things. That's where you type things on the internet, post them where we can see them on the network forums, and we print them out, lay them here on the desk. I wander in Tuesday afternoon when we film. I pick them up and I read them, and I attempt to answer through the blizzard of silliness that you submit here on Starting Strength Radio. See you then.